And now it wants to talk about it. So let's talk about it, right? Okay, so let's hypothesize. Let's be creative, right? That's what I like to do. It's why my mind is so out of the box. It's why I can come up with so many different ideas at one damn time. Hold on. I should have never turned off the camera. Sorry. Anyways, so let's get into this, right? Let's assume all this shit is real. And let's assume all this shit is real because of CERN in 2008, right? And now they're chasing bigger and better things. Bigger and better. It's always got to be bigger and better. Why? Don't know. Anyways, so let's assume that since CERN turned on, every time they smash two protons together and rip the fabric of reality, they are literally exchanging human consciousness, not physical bodies. Not physical bodies. Let's assume the theory is true. Let's assume this stuff is real. So that means every time they smash two protons together since 2008, they are ripping a hole in the fabric of space-time. And what they are doing is they're exchanging human consciousness. You're not exchanging bodies with the other you. Because in quantum immortality theory, you are the consciousness from beginning to end. The universe needs something to experience life through. That is the scary, like I did a couple days ago. Your life, if this is true, is an existential horror movie because you will never die. Doesn't mean go out and get yourself fucked up because consciousness does not need a functioning body to experience life through. So don't go hurting yourselves. But let's assume every time they do this, this exchanges consciousnesses. This is the explanation for Mandela effect. Because you are going from one dimension where you were born, where you are raised, where you experience life, into a different one that might be slightly different. You know what they've said, like you can go into something where you have brown hair in one and you have blonde hair in the other. People like to use extreme, like blue or pink or whatever, but you get it, right? So it's microscopic differences. It's why the lady in 2009 says she remembers Mandela dying in prison instead of becoming president, right? This is where it all comes from. This is where it all starts. And then you have the ones about Britney, and you have the ones about Area 51, and you have all of these other Mandela effects, right? Much like I swear I read that article and now it doesn't exist. It's the whole reason why I know about quantum immortality. It's the whole reason I know about Schrodinger's equation. It's just very it's irking me. So every time it gets smashed together, and keep in mind that ever since they proved they could do this, he quoted, the guy that runs it since it opened, quoted that they're hoping that by opening this doorway, they can either have something come through or they can send something through themselves. So, if theory holds, we're being creative here, remember this. If theory holds, you are exchanging consciousness between bodies. And this is the explanation for all of these Mandela effects. Is because you are hopping into a timeline that you still exist in. Because remember, the whole idea of quantum immortality is you are the player. Everything renders to your eyes when you're in it. Right? If you're in a closed room and you walk outside, the outside technically doesn't render by quantum physics until your eyes see it. Much like a video game. It's where simulation theory comes from. So, in a real world sense, simulation theory could be explained by Hermetics. It could be explained by Vedics. It can be explained by many of these ancient esoteric teachings that we've held on to. Everything explains the same thing. You are the playable character. You are the universe having a human experience. You are God having a human experience. Everything explains this fact. So, if by ripping a hole in space-time, you are transitioning to other points of view in other dimensions, in other realities, if you will, and you are taking their... But what happens to their consciousness? Are we swapping? And we just continue swapping all the way down. Is that, like... Who remembers Slinkies? Who remembers Ace Ventura? When he goes, pushes it all the way down from that monk temple and it stops like halfway down. Essentially like that. We're swapping consciousness with alternate selves every day since 2008. If theory holds true. I love how my mind works sometimes, and sometimes I hate it. Because I'm still stuck on... It doesn't matter how many times we roll over, I'm still stuck on this. Like, I don't want to live forever. I was born disabled. I was never supposed to walk. In choosing to walk, I put my body through extreme pain every time I stand up. I don't want to live forever like that. Like, I can barely handle it knowing I'm going to live, or supposed to live 100 years, but technically with me never being able to walk and me forcing myself to, I literally kill myself a little bit every day, so I don't expect to live that long. I'm honestly expecting maybe to make it to 60 because of what I put my body through and the stress that it puts on my heart and my entire system. So I don't want to go through forever like that. I really don't. So yeah, quantum immortality fucks with my head a lot. It really does. So that's... I guess that's the end of it then. The only real question though, if it is true, how many dimensions have we crossed through? In almost 20 years, 2008 to 2026, 18 years. How many dimensions have we crossed through and not even known it? Because these people have consistently been ripping space-time open, and all they've done is ramp up the energy and ramp up the speed. Every time they hit it, they have to extend it to something else. Well, we achieved what we wanted. Now we gotta shoot for something we don't even know exists. Keep that in mind. Every time, just a little bit more, and a little bit more. I'm not even cussing, and I'm losing people and they're coming back. Yeah, I must have said something they didn't like. So if that's true, how many dimensions have we skipped through? How many? And how long before reality itself folds in, right? How long? If we are constantly, because they are smashing them together at all times, how long before reality itself folds in? 18 years now. 18 years. How much longer? Not only how many dimensions have we slid through? When is it gonna collapse? When is it gonna crash? God, I hate this. I hate this.